This parsha begins by listing the responsibilities for the various families of the tribe of Levi in the Mishkan. The Mishkan, as we know, was assembled and taken apart throughout the 40-year journey in the desert as the Jewish people made their way from Egypt to the land of Israel. In every location it was assembled and it was taken apart. And the parsha tells us about the three families of Levi, Gershon, Kahas, and Levi, that had various roles and responsibilities in this process. Now, Kahas had a very elevated and exalted role. They were in charge of transporting the ark, the holy ark, with the holy vessels, and so on and so forth. Whereas Gershon, on the other hand, as it says in the Torah, Zos avodas mishpachos haGershuni, this is the work of the family of Gershon, la'avod l'masa, to lift up heavy objects and go ahead and transport them. And at the first glance, it doesn't seem that the role of Gershon is nearly as exalted or as worthy as the role from the family of Kahas. But what this really teaches us is a very powerful lesson. In our endeavors, in our service of God, or in any worthwhile endeavor that we're involved in, many times we're not going to be involved in the most glitzy, in the most elaborate or obvious way that it brings honor. But rather, some people have to do heavy lifting. Some people have to sweat. Sometimes we put sweat tears into this, and many times it's not at first glance as spectacular. But what the people of Gershon taught us was sometimes you can do some heavy lifting. Sometimes you can be doing something which is really mundane. But if you do it with the right attitude, if you do it l'shem shamayim, for the sake of heaven, if you do it with a godly purpose, even that is considered exalted. Folks, in our lives, many times we're presented with opportunities and we don't necessarily view them with favor because they're not considered so honorable or spectacular. Let us remember about what avodas hakodesh means, holy work. Sometimes we can be doing something that appears to be mundane, but in fact, it can be a lot more meaningful. Have a wonderful Shabbos.